In a previous video, we heard from Melanie and Kathleen about a new video series called Take Two, and it's really a social experiment from which they're going to bring us some results. But really, we have a lot more to talk about, and I wanted to know, what's the first premise that you want to test?
So we want to start with a very general premise. A large portion of our energy, our thoughts and our actions are very self-focused. And the premise is that generally directing a bit of that energy towards others can actually be very energizing and can actually enhance our sense of connection to others. And the question is, how can we expect to develop a rich sense of connection with other people if we don't invest in them? So the experiment has two parts. The first one is really about observing how much of our energy and our focus is on ourselves every day versus how much of it is on others. And then the second part is trying to actively do at least one thing every day that is truly in someone else's best interest as opposed to ourselves.
But don't we already feel overtaxed, like we give 110% at work, with the kids maybe, with the pets, whatever? This sounds like maybe more work. What do you say to that?
Absolutely, and that really isn't the intention. It's not about investing a whole lot more time. What it's about is it's about a change of focus and a change of perspective more than anything else. So, picking a moment where you truly are turning your interest towards someone else. So for example, it could be, how many times a day do we ask someone, how are you? But actually, once in a day, asking it with truly a desire to hear from the other person, and an openness then to be hearing that person's answer. Or recognizing something that someone has done that's great, and you're doing it just because you want that little moment of connection with the person, Or remembering that a colleague had a particular challenge, could be anything, anxiety around a certain presentation, and then really going to find out, how did it go? I know you were stressed out about it. So it's just little things like that. It's really not about spending a lot more time doing things for other people.
Yeah.
It's those little moments where we actually make a real effort to connect. And so what Mel and I plan on doing is to record every day what that one thing would be, that would be totally not self-interested, and with the intention of connecting with someone. And then recording as well any learnings or observations that come from that. And that's what we would be reporting back in our next video blog.
Okay, well, I think breeding positivity into the world is a great thing, so I wish you all the success with your initial experiments, and maybe we can reconnect in about a month or so to continue the conversation.
Sounds good.
And we also, actually, before we go, we'd like to encourage those who feel inclined to sort of join us in this little experiment and experiment with it themselves.
Oh,
absolutely.
That's very cool.
And we'd love to hear from them as well.
And how can they do that? Would they just look at you on the intersol.ca and connect with you? Is that good?
Absolutely. They might comment on some of these videos and share their insights as well.
Oh, very good. Okay. Thanks.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for watching.